Okay, hello. It is Vita day 14, and I'm here with Brendan
Hello there.
from a safe distance.
Very safe distance.
So there's this website called Radio, and it lets you pick a decade and a country, and then it plays you music from that decade in that country. Um, and I love it. I mainly use it as a jazz machine. So I had the fun idea of just doing that, picking a few places and a few decades, and then quizzing each other on where those songs might be from and what time. And then probably we'll have to look them up on Wikipedia. 'Cause I don't think either of us are particularly good at geography or musical history. So this
Um,
should
I,
be very fun.
I don't think I'm too bad at geography, but
Right.
that doesn't help me figure out where the songs are from.
But yeah, I'm just gonna pick some countries and decades, and then we can start guessing, and everybody can guess along because why the heck not?
Indeed. Oh,
Uh,
and nice. The borders change as well.
yes, that's really cool.
If I go back to 1900, the Central African Republic isn't there.
Okay, do you want to get your first song?
Yes, I am ready. Yes, I will
Okay,
stop fiddling and listen.
okay, start.
There is freedom within, there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead, many battles are lost, but you'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's all.
Oh, who was that by? If somehow you've managed to pick a song I know. But I suppose we're just picking decades and countries. It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be 80s. And they're obviously singing in English. But are they English? I don't know. I can't remember, even though I know that song. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to guess 80s UK.
Okay, is that your final?
That's my final answer.
The song is called "Don't Dream It's Over" by Crowded House, and they're from New Zealand.
Ah, okay.
But you did get the decade right. It's from 1986. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the New Zealand one would
New
be.
Zealand would trick me.
Yeah. No, like not necessarily trick you. But yeah, but there are a few more obscure songs in there, so I was like, it could be something nice and obscure. Um,
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this song's fairly famous.
cool. What do you know about New Zealand in the 80s?
In the 80s, nothing. Now,
Well, I know that in the 90s, one of my favorite TV series was filmed there.
oh right, was that The Tribe by any chance?
Yes. That's about all
I
I
didn't
know
know it
about
was
it.
filmed there. Right.
Yeah.
All I know about New Zealand is The Lord of the Rings was filmed there.
So what we know about New Zealand is apparently it does a lot of filming.
Yes, they have lots of nice, unique landscapes.
Yeah, and sheep, I think.
Probably.
Wasn't there? I think there was a thing about New Zealand having a lot of sheep. Like, more sheep than people. Yeah, New Zealand is an island.
Is it really?
It has the North Island and the South Island and around 600 smaller islands. I did not know this before. New Zealand developed a distinct biodiversity of animal, fungal and plant life.
Yeah, not surprising, seeing as it's miles away from anywhere else and hard to get to.
Because of its remoteness, it was the last large habitable land to be settled by humans. That's interesting. Between about 1280 and 1350, Polynesians began to settle in the island and developed a distinctive Maori culture. 1642, Dutch explorer Abel Tasman, okay, that's where that name comes from, became the first European to sight New Zealand. In 1840, representatives of the United Kingdom and Maori chiefs signed the Treaty of Waitangi, which declared British sovereignty over the island. Because of course. In 1841, New Zealand became a colony with the British Empire, and in 1907 it became a dominion. It gained full statutory independence in 1947, and the British monarch remained the head of state. Interesting. Okay, let's just learn about cuisine, because I feel like we should just learn about cuisine, right?
There's no harm in taking a look. Yeah, if there's a page dedicated to it.
Fuck yes. Let's learn about Maori cuisine. Because I think that the rest is mostly influenced by British cuisine, which... When the indigenous Maori arrived in New Zealand from tropical Polynesia, they brought a number of food plants, such as kumara, sweet potato, taro, uwi, hue, and tipore. Most of these plants grew well only in the north of the North Island. Kumara could be grown as far south as the South Island and became a staple food that could be stored over winter. Native New Zealand plants such as fernroot became a more important part of the diet, along with insects such as the huhu grub. Earthworms, called noke, are even usually part of the traditional Maori diet. Problems with horticulture were made up for by an abundance of bird and marine life. Maori were one of the few people who have no form of alcoholic beverage. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't figure that one out. Or maybe they did and didn't care.
Yeah.
Or maybe they found some other natural drugs to smoke instead.
Maybe. Yeah, no clue. Maori cuisine today. Present-day Maori cuisine is a mixture of Maori tradition, old-fashioned English cookery, and contemporary dishes. Most large Maori gatherings feature a hangi. Two dishes regarded as distinctively Maori are the boil-up of pork, potatoes, kumara, and dumplings, and pork and puha, sow thistle, which combine introduced and indigenous foods. Both dishes owe much to the 19th century British cooking methods. Also distinctive is rewena, or Maori bread, which is made with fermented potatoes. That sounds interesting. So they did figure out how to ferment things.
Yeah, they just didn't drink it.
Yeah. Right, do you want to do the next place? Or song?
Sure, yes.
There we go.
Se quede el infinito sin estrellas, o que pierda el ancho mar su inmensidad, pero el negro de tus ojos que no muera, y el canela de tu piel se quede igual.
I'm so bad at hearing the words of lyrics when they're in English, never mind when it's another language. Well, I guess that sounds kind of Italian.
solamente tú y tú y tú.
And it's definitely earlier, maybe 1940s. 1940s Italy.
Not quite. It's
Not quite.
I also thought this was Italian.
Okay, is it similar?
I don't know.
okay.
It's from Chile in the 1953, so only one decade off.
So what language is that?
Well,
Spanish?
I don't know, but I think in Chile you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could still be an artist singing in Italian.
True, yeah, the language doesn't necessarily match the country anyway, does it?
Let's just take the lyrics and paste them into Google Translate and then ask translate. Yeah, it says translate from Spanish, so it seems to be Spanish.
Okay, yeah, that would have been my second guess.
Yeah, but I also would have said that sounds like Italian, and I did learn Spanish, so. What do you know about Chile?
Nothing comes to mind. I know where it is now. I found it on the map. But
Yeah, I know it had a major revolution and also a fascist government in the mid 20th century, and they killed a lot of people, and it was horrible.
right, they had one of those, did they?
And also, just reading Wikipedia now, Spain conquered and colonized the region, of course.
Yes.
But failing to conquer the independent Mapuche, who inhabited what is now south-central Chile. After declaring its independence from Spain in 1880, Chile emerged in the 1830s as a relatively stable, authoritarian republic. In the 1960s and 70s, the country experienced severe left-right political polarization and turmoil. This development culminated with the 1973 Chilean coup d'etat that overthrew Salvador Allende's democratically elected left-wing Marxist government and instituted a 16-year-long right-wing military dictatorship that left more than 3,000 people dead or missing. The regime headed by Augusto Pinochet ended in 1990. The modern sovereign state of Chile is among South America's most economically and socially stable and prosperous nations, with a high-income economy and high living standards. It leads Latin American nations in ranking of human development, competitiveness, income per capita, globalization, state of peace, economic freedom, and low perception of corruption. It also ranks higher regionally in sustainability of the state and democratic development. Currently, it also has the lowest homicide rate in the Americas after Canada. Interesting. Right, does it have a food page though? Chilean cuisine. There we go. Chilean gastronomy stems mainly from the combination of traditional Spanish cuisine, Chilean indigenous Mapuche culture, and local ingredients, with later imported influences from other European cuisines, particularly from Germany, Italy, and France, with the country's diverse geography and climate hosting a wide range of agricultural products, fruits and vegetables. The long coastline and the people's relationship with the Pacific Ocean add immense array of seafood products to Chilean cuisine. Chile is also one of the world's largest producers of wine, and many Chilean recipes are enhanced and accompanied by local wines.
Yeah. The most important fact that I noticed is that Germans brought them beer.
The northern diet is traditionally high in protein, the use of tubers, like the apila de oca and the use and the uluco is common. Traditional northern Chilean cuisine also includes the use of camelid meats as like llama and alpaca. Dishes like chairo has been prepared for centuries in the Andean cultures, although they are not as common nowadays among the northern Chilean population and are almost unknown in the rest of Chile. The cuisine of the Central Valley and coast has been influenced by the traditions of the native people and European immigrants. particularly those who arrived during the second half of the 19th century, with farm life and agriculture the most important influence. Southern Chilean cuisine has been greatly influenced by Mapuche cuisine and Chilote cuisine. There are two products that have attracted particular attention: the merquén condiment and the colonca, Araucan or Mapuche chicken, known by their unusual blue-green eggs. Another great influence on southern Chilean cuisine was immigration from Europe, particularly the German migration of the 19th century. Traditional German cakes and desserts have been adopted in much of Chile. As in the rest of Chile, seafood has a very important place in the diet, but due to the thousands of islands that make up the southern region, the ocean has a particular relevance here.
Yeah, they have lots of food.
Yes, and alcohol. The Chilean version of the hot dog is more complex than standard North American hot dogs. As well as mustard and ketchup, it can be topped with mashed avocado, chopped tomatoes, sauerkraut, and homemade mayonnaise. During the cold winter, sopaipillas are also a popular snack served on the streets. What is sopaipillas? It's got its own page, so it must be good. It's a kind of fried pastry and a type of quick bread served in several regions with Spanish heritage in Americas. But yeah, do you want another song?
Right, yeah, rather than reading about kebabs on Wikipedia, we can move on to another song, sure.
There you go.
Okay, right. Mysterymusic.mp3. So, on one hand, it feels older, but then it could be like a more modern recording with traditional instruments.
Right.
Because it's a reasonably well-sounding recording.
Right.
But yeah, I have no idea what language that is. So yeah, I don't know, really. I guess you've already done South America. Probably going to be somewhere else. Got a bit of a more Eastern vibe anyway. But you'd probably pick somewhere really obscure just to make the last one more fun. So I don't know, maybe... Let's say 1960s Mongolia.
That's your guess.
That is, yes. That's one I'm not particularly confident on.
Well, Ngol isn't that far off. It's Angola.
Oh, okay, right. So we're south of that, Africa.
Yes, of 1929.
Oh, right. Way earlier than I guessed.
But yeah, let's learn about Angola. Oh, the name comes from Portuguese, apparently. It's a country on the west coast of southern Africa. It's the 7th largest country in Africa, bordered by Namibia to the south, the Democratic Republic of Congo to the north, Zambia to the east, and the Atlantic Ocean on the west. Angola has an exclave province, the province of Cabinda, that borders the Republic of the Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo. They're two different Congos. Okay.
They are.
Learned something new
yes.
today.
I mean, they're right next to each other.
The capital and largest city of Angola is Luanda. The territory of Angola has been inhabited since the Paleolithic era, hosting a wide variety of ethnic groups, tribes and kingdoms. The nation size of Angola originated from Portuguese colonization because, of course, in the 19th century, European settlers gradually began to establish themselves as in the interior. The Portuguese colony that became Angola did not have its present borders until the early 20th century because of resistance by groups such as the Quatmato, the Kwanyama, and the Mbunda. After a protracted anti-colonial struggle, independence was achieved in 1975 as the Marxist-Leninist People's Republic of Angola. The civil war between the ruling People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola and the insurgent anti-communist National Union for the Total Independence of Angola lasted until 2002. That's pretty recent. Its economy is among the fastest growing in the world, especially since the end of the Civil War. However, the standard of living remains low for most of the population. A highly multi-ethnic country, Angola's 25.8 million people span tribal groups, customs, and traditions. Angolan culture reflects centuries of Portuguese rule in the predominance of the Portuguese language and the Catholic Church. Oh, there's a cinema. That might be interesting. In 1972, one of Angola's first feature films, Sarah Maldador's internationally co-produced Sambizanga, was released at the Carthage Film Festival to critical acclaim, winning the Tani d'Or, the festival's highest prize. Interesting.
Nice. I, as you might expect, have not seen that one.
Well, put it on your list.
I shall.
Yeah, there should be a cuisine page somewhere. Ingredients in Angola. Staple ingredients include beans and rice, pork and chicken, various sauces and vegetables such as tomatoes and onions. Spices such as garlic are also frequently seen.
Unlike some of the other countries we've talked about, I recognise all those things. I know what tomatoes and onions are.
Dishes. The first word, never heard of. Funge. Portuguese pronunciation fungi. And pirão are very common dishes and in poorer households often consumed at every meal. The dish is often eaten with fish, pork, chicken or beans. Funge de bombo, more common in northern Angola, is a paste or porridge of cassava, also called manioc or yuca, made from cassava flour. It is gelatinous in consistency and grey in colour. Pirão, yellow in colour and similar to polenta, is made from corn flour and is more common in the south. Both foods are described as bland but filling and are often eaten with sauces and juices or with guindungo, see below, a spicy condiment.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the most appetizing thing ever.
I mean, it sounds like basically just like the carbs that you have with your whatever else. So, you know, if you're having rice, that's also kind of plain. Mumba de galinha, or chicken mumba, is a chicken with palm paste, okra, garlic, and palm oil hash, or red palm oil sauce, often served with rice and funga. Both funge and moamba de galinha have been considered the national dish. A variant of mamba de galinha, mamba de ginguba, uses ginguba peanut sauce instead of palm paste. Right, do you want to have any last words?
Go to my channel and watch Carola guess some songs.
Yeah. I will probably do horrible. It'll be fun. Go watch. See you tomorrow. Bye.